There you go. Hey
Hello.
guys, I'm Tina.
And I'm Priscilla.
And we are the Sensei Sisters.
How you doing today? We wanted to talk to you about something we want to call process mindset. Okay? And my sister-in-law, Lori, hey Lori,
Hey,
Lori sent me a really neat post this morning that is really, it was really beautiful. It was written by a lady named Ann Voskamp. I don't know if I'm saying her last name correctly, but I'm going to post a link to that below in the comments. But one of the things in it that was like my favorite part of it, and I'll tell you what that was. First, I want to say what it was about, because I got to set it up, right? It was about struggles and having, difficult times, and it can apply to a lot of different stuff. And for me, I can apply the knowledge that was in this to a lot of different things that I have in my life that I'm dealing with. But today we want to apply it to different processes, and this is what she had to say. Winning is staying in the battle. The battle you have ahead of you is won if you just keep your heart in the battle now. And it was very, very don't give up.
Yeah.
So,
which we all have a tendency to want to do from time to time.
From time to time.
Yeah. Like when we get on the scale. Anyway. Yeah.
And about being consistent and staying on that task where you are now and in that process.
Yeah. So process for me is, I'm a big fan of John Maxwell and the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership. One of the laws is the law of process. And John talks about leadership develops daily, not in a day. So what he means by that is that you have to be consistently working a process that works. And eventually that brings you to momentum. And the law of momentum is a leader's best friend. And I used to teach the 21 Irrefutable Laws of Leadership in a mastermind group, and I would always use Priscilla actually as an example of that. And I would say, she knows the processes that work in her business, and she consistently works those even when she doesn't see results right away. And she knows that they'll work eventually, and that's how she builds momentum in her business. And I think it's wonderful. She's done a great job of that over the years with her business, and so I applaud her for that. But that's the way it works. You keep working the process, and eventually you will build that momentum, and you'll see the results that you want.
Yeah. So what happens when you're working that process and you feel like you've been working it forever, and you don't see the results that you want? What happens when you don't hit those goals? Even if you're being consistent and persistent and spending the time on the process and focusing on that process and making that your mindset, being process oriented. Like, for example, what if you've been eating what you think is the right diet for 6 years and you still haven't seen any change in your health or your weight or whatever it is? I don't know, I'm just throwing a number out there. But what if that's the thing? Then or what if you've been doing all the right stuff on Instagram to build your business and nobody's following you? Or what if you've been trying to teach your kids manners and they're still rude little...
Is that a personal example?
No.
Your kids are not rude. They're cute.
They're very nice to other people.
So what do? It's like I used to work as a consultant, and one of the consulting gigs that I would take on sometimes was process management and how do you improve those processes. And so we'd go into a company. I worked with a team of other people that were doing the same thing as me. We would go into a company and we would say, what is the process that's not working? And we would map out that process on a big board, and then we would examine each part of the process and say, is this working? Are you sure this is working? And we would look for bottlenecks in the process and just areas of concern, and then we would tweak it. Not twerk, but tweak it. We would tweak the process. And it's pretty much the same thing. That's what you have to do in your everyday life, whatever it is. Is it your business, or is it your diet, or is it something with your kids, like manners? What is it that's not working? You know, is it, and if you figure out the specific thing that is bottlenecking or holding you back, then you just tweak that and you keep going. But you can't do as Priscilla said and get out of the battle. You have to stay in the battle if you intend to win it.
Yeah.
So what are your opportunities for process improvement? What things are you struggling with? Is there something that we can help you with? Just let us know in the comments.
Yep, share your experience with us. We love to hear from you guys.
Yeah, so it's for now. Take care of you.
Make yourself a priority.
We'll talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.